What's up, y'all? I'm John Turner. Welcome back to Woods to Table. Thank you for joining us again tonight. Man, I'm excited just to be out of the house. I'm excited just to have a few hours away from work. Work's been insane. I've been looking at all of my hunting stuff, bad boy and trailer loaded and everything since Tuesday. That's been 4 days ago. It's finally the weekend and haven't been able to actually get out to do any deer hunting on any of these evenings. And that's been tough for me to take because we've had some really good weather days, some good wind days, and haven't been able to take advantage of it. But tonight, don't really even know what we're hunting, don't even care. I just feel great to be in the woods and be able to just get a break and relax a little bit. And if it's a pig, if it's a deer that shows up, I'm happy. We got the smoker dialed in and I'm really craving some smoked meat this weekend. And so we're gonna see whatever sticks its neck out. And if it winds up even being a squirrel, it's been a year since we've actually had a squirrel. And for some reason, I really want squirrel meat. So I'm loaded for bear. We have literally everything from a 22 to an AR-10 in the bad boy tonight, just in case, something of, small game, large game shows up. So we're gonna see what happens. Again, I mean, I just feel blessed to be out here and just be able to relax a little bit. And I'm gonna enjoy this night. You guys enjoy it too. Stick with us.
My plan for the night is to drive as far into the property as I can and then hike even further, away from the parking area and away from other hunters. It's what deer hunters call the October lull. The rut is just around the corner, nuts and acorns are coming off the trees, both deer and pigs have lost interest in our corn piles. I'm looking for areas where the pine trees that cover most of the property give way to open hardwoods and access to water is a bonus. And I'm optimistic, as this property has all of it, if I'm willing to go the extra distance to get to it.
I'm seeing tons and tons of turkey sign in here. Not a lot in the way of hogs and not a lot in the way of deer. It's not ideal, but I know there's hardwoods around here and I know there's acorns coming off of trees. And I've got a feeder in here. So I would have to assume some direction here. There's going to be some kind of big game coming through here.
I decided to set up in a stand in an area that met all the criteria, less because of the feeder and more because of the open hardwoods and the favorable wind direction. But afternoon became night and no sign of my quarry.
Also, finally down here in the pitch night, and I guess that's kind of made me into a one-trick pony because before I was thinking pigs or deer or squirrels even would be fine, and now it's just we're down to the crossbow, night vision, and a thermal. So the only thing we'll be able to shoot tonight will be a pig if something shows up.
Nights in the woods can be really cool and kind of unnerving. Just when you think everything around you's gone to sleep, they all come alive again.
I just had a pig by himself come hauling butt through this clearing, never slowed down. And then, like he went behind me, it sounds like about 20 yards, and just hung up back there. I don't know what he's doing, but I hope he's got friends coming behind him. Well, that's it for tonight. I'm packing it in. Got cold out here. Got really cold. Nice night. I mean, crisp air and everything. It was really beautiful outside, but nothing doing on the Nothing doing on the pig front tonight. I don't know what was going on. The wind was right. The only thing I can figure out was a bright moon tonight. And it just, there's a gap in the trees right above me, and it was just lighting me up like a Christmas tree. And I heard several groups of pigs that came in almost to the clearing that I was hunting and hung up and cleared on around me. I heard several crossing the stream, just moving off through the woods. So I think that I was just lit up in that moonlight. But that's hunting. I'm gonna pack myself out of here. You got to be really careful on this property. We're miles back in here, and walking back out to where I parked. I have walked up on pigs before, and I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you get. I don't care how big you are. You get back in here miles into this thicket, and you're on the ground with things that'll charge you. You can lose your stuff in here. Got to be careful getting out.
The next day, I decided to stick to the plan for the most part, looking for a stand site with the same features, but now on a different wind. Except this time, I called in some reinforcements. One thing I know is what Aften lacks in experience, she more than makes up for in good, old-fashioned, inexplicable luck. I thought this would be a great chance to try to get Aften her first deer.
I think we're going to want to go ahead and sit in the spot that's got the crosswind blowing, and I think the deer approach from the west, the wind's blowing from the west. I think it's going to be our best bet. And so what we'll do is we'll probably just put you on the crossbow, because that'll give you about a 25-yard shot. And if anything comes in that's a little bit further, then I'll probably take it with the rifle. Does that sound good? Okay. And just stay behind me as we walk in too, because I wouldn't be surprised if we walked up on a group of pigs. So I'll be on security duty. All right. Yeah. The site we chose has a box blind on it, so we traded our camo for black and climbed in. Aften arranged her shooting lanes, and then we waited. So we're sitting here now. It's been about 30 minutes, and Aften's stomach's growling so loud it sounds like a mountain lion. Can't imagine much turning up around here. We had a couple of squirrels that were eating corn right outside the blind here, and as soon as that stomach went off, those things tore off out of here like you'd have thought. Thought a herd of mountain lions was coming down on them.
I can't help it. I can't help it.
So, we waited and waited, but our only visitors all afternoon were squirrels and a few doves. And then this happened.
Man,
you gonna say something?
I can't talk. This is just gonna be that kind of season. I mean, I'm so tired of looking at deer hindquarters running away. We had the deer tonight, not just a deer, not the does that we were after. We had the deer show up that's never turned up on camera in the evening, that's rarely ever seen in the daylight down here. He's not a monster. I mean, for us, we'd love to have him. He's a big, wide 8-point, and well, he showed up, and I thought to myself, well, what a cool night this is going to be. He was coming on a string, headed right to our shooting lanes, and wouldn't you know it, the frickin' feeder kicked on, flushed a covey of quail that were down there milling around on the ground. This deer sees that and turns and takes off. And I mean, what are the odds? Honestly, like, what are the odds? It looked just like that deer Frank that busted me up in the tree stand about a month and a half ago. And I mean, it looked the exact same heading out of there. I mean, he was coming, deliberately coming. And well, that would have been cool for you. So I felt bad about that. We'll keep at it. Day 2, no better than day 1. That's not true. I should say that. We actually saw animals tonight. Saw squirrels. Saw quail.
Progress.
Saw the butt end of the deer as it was running away. All right, let's pack it up. We got to go get these youngins, and we got to make a plan for another day. Maybe that day is tomorrow, because I don't take defeat well.
That's a wrap.